Hey guys, how you doing? Another video this week, a little different to the norm. You guys, some of you asked to see my PC build, so I thought that I'd go ahead and show you my PC build. So I've just actually replaced the case, and I've now got a Zalman Z3 Plus case, whereas I did have a Zalman T4 Plus, and that's purely and simply because of not only aesthetics, but because of the better airflow. There's more fans in this, whereas in the old one there wasn't enough to keep the temps down. So this is something I did last year for my birthday. Actually, I went ahead and bought some components and just put it together, and it worked out quite well. So if we take this side panel off, then I can show you my build. Now with this case, obviously I've got one fan at the front, which I had in the last case. I've got one fan at the back, which I had in my last case, but I've also got two fans in the top now, so I'm hoping that will alleviate the warm air that was getting built up here and causing me to get so freaking hot that I really didn't want to play games on it. I don't know if you can see, yeah you can. And on this side we've got a 2.5 inch 500 gig drive from the PS4, and other than that I haven't got any more hard drives, but I do need to upgrade my hard drive space. So yeah, this is the build I went with. It's a fairly old motherboard. It's an A68HM Grenade, and I went with it because it was fairly cheap. You know, it's £40 to buy, and the processor I bought with it as a bundle for, I think it was roughly £140, something around that mark, and maybe £145. And it came with the AMD A10 7850K APU. Now I know a lot of people are going to hate this video due to the fact that I've added on a graphics card, but I wasn't actually planning on upgrading. I was planning on keeping the APU and just gaming with the APU. But then I sort of became a bit of a graphics whore, and I realised that playing everything on low was kind of disappointing. So I upgraded my graphics card. Now the AMD A10 7850K is here with a stock cooler. I know that's not the greatest thing to have, but I can't actually afford a better cooler right now, but I am thinking about getting a better cooler for it at some point. And it runs pretty warm sometimes, especially in the old case, but I haven't managed to test the new case so much yet. It's boost clocked at 4 GHz, and I'm not sure whether I can clock it some more. Possibly, although voltage changes on this motherboard seems to be non-existent. I can't change it through the BIOS settings at all. On the right of the APU here, we've got 8 GB of 1866 MHz DDR3 RAM, and they came in at £29, so fairly cheap again. And I've been on the internet since, and you can't buy them for much more than that. So I thought I got a pretty good for much less than that. So I thought I got a pretty good deal on the RAM itself. Now we don't have any drives attached because sadly the way I've cable managed now takes away the place to put a DVD drive, and all the cables at the top here sort of stop it from going the other way, so I've just sort of gone without one anyway. We've got a Corsair CX500 down here, and I know that's probably not the best thing to have in there, but again I was on a budget. I wasn't planning on upgrading the graphics card, so it was what I got at the time, and it was about 50 quid, I think, 40 to 50 quid for that from Curry's. The rest I bought off the internet. So the processor, the motherboard and the RAM came from eBay, and then I got a graphics card for Christmas, which is pretty damn awesome, and it's the Sappire RX 480, and I chose the 4 GB version because it was £50 cheaper than the 8 GB version, and that changed just after Christmas actually, and I can now get the 8 GB version for £200, but I got the 4 GB version because it was cheaper. Now if you can hear that, there's actually probably an F-15 flying over the house right now. I live near some sort of air base, so that sort of crap happens. And yeah, so I've got the RX 480 4 GB here with the nice RGB lighting, which I really like, and so far so good. I'm not noticing as much of a bottleneck as you'd expect. Now people go on about bottlenecks, and people have asked me, and I've asked people about it, and I've looked on the internet about bottlenecking, and bottlenecking is actually a thing. It means that one part of your PC can't keep up with another part, and it is true in some cases. With this particular build that cost me a total of £450 after I finished, maybe a little bit more than that if I take 470 because I bought a better case. So let's say £470 in total for this PC build, and I've got a really shitty CPU in there potentially compared with the Sappire, but it manages to keep up at turbo clock at 4 GHz. It actually manages to keep up in most games, and I can play nearly every single game on Ultra at 30 FPS and above. I was aiming for 30 FPS because that's what you used to get on the 360. 30 FPS is quite playable in my opinion, so that's what I went with. So yeah, that's my build, guys. That's all I've got in there pretty much. Obviously the fans and stuff came with the case. The rest is out of think, like the hard drive from the PS4, because I upgraded my PS4 hard drive. So £270 total is £270, £240 without the graphics card, £270 with the graphics card and the case. That's not a bad price, and it does what I want it to do. It plays games, and hopefully some stuff I haven't tried yet is actually recording the games that I couldn't do before because the APU was limiting that factor. So yeah, it's a nice build, and it seems to be working well, and I'm going to monitor it the next few days and see if I can keep those temps down with the new fans. So that's my PC, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to know more about my PC, then please do comment below and I'll try my best to give you the answer. But so far I've not noticed much bottlenecking at all with this setup. So if you guys are looking for a cheaper PC build, this might be for you. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button, and please comment below as to why. And as always, I shall see you very soon with another video. Hope you enjoyed this look around my PC. Cheers.